Okay, so surface area of a cone. Now we know the formula. We just talked about that's the area of the base plus the lateral area. The base is a circle, so pi r squared. And then the lateral area is, what did we say it was? Pi r l? Pi times the radius times the slant height, which I don't have. Poop. How do I get it? What have I got in my toolbox that if I know the height of this cone is 15 and the radius there is 8, what can get me that slant? Yeah, Pythagorean theorem. Basically, whenever you deal with a right triangle, you're going to want to use the Pythagorean theorem to get through it. So that's the hypothesis, or hypotenuse. So I do get to just do 8 squared plus 15 squared is equal to L squared. So that's 64 plus 225. Combine my like terms puts me at 289. I don't think that works out to be anything neat. Might. Let's see.
Yeah, it's 17.
Oh, cool. Nice of them to give us a Pythagorean triple. So that means that this height along the side must be 17 inches. Now I can go ahead and actually come up with the surface area. I know the base. And again, if you can leave answers in terms of pi, do that as much as you can. So the base is going to be pi times the radius squared, so 64 pi, plus, let's see here, the pi times the radius times the slant, which is 17. 8, 17 puts me at 56, carry the 1, 136. Tell me I did that right. Really should know better than to try to multiply in my head. Whew.
8 times 17 is how you get that?
Yeah. And that, I can combine my like terms, gives me 64 and 36. 0, carry the 1, 0, 200 pi. So that's my answer in terms of pi, which is approximately 628. And the units on that are in square inches. Give or take some fractions of a square inch. But again, it's still, this is one of those cases where it's 90% memorizing another formula. So my worry is if we spend too long waiting to get these formulas memorized, we're going to have headaches later, because we really have to get these formulas down. We don't have a lot of choice here.
Once you add the 64 times pi and the 136 times pi,
Yeah.
is that all you?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're working in terms of pi, you just combine like terms down to get the 200. Now, if you want to, you can turn those into decimals directly. So you would have 64 pi, which is, I don't know, some number. Ballpark around 200 or so, give or take. And then the other one's around 430 or so. So there'll be decimals, and you have to keep those decimals straight in your calculator and so forth and so on, but it still works. My worry, honestly, is that idea of leaving answers in terms of pi. Because I know you guys like to do everything with calculators and get decimal. And a lot of things like the ACT don't do that. Mostly because they don't want the calculator to be the factor. They want the concept to be. Questions on that guy? Fairly straightforward?